ready. And Acrisure Stadium here in Pittsburgh. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from the Steel City. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
The first down throw was incomplete, and now 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he just gets rid of this one to the sideline. It is incomplete. He did not want to throw the interception there. And now it is 4th down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He's brought down at the 31.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Once again, it's Warren. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he is out of bounds down at the 21. A pickup there of 28 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead. From the gun, Rodgers. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Steelers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Stroud going to tuck this one on his own read. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Finding room across midfield. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
36 yards.
It is a big-time play for Houston. 36 yards.
A gain of 36
Big
yards.
hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Right back to Marks on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one from 49. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers. Secured by the veteran Adam Thielen. And he'll They'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Here's Corliss Waitman now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Texans offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Throwing is Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And the Texans
Stroud connects with Collins. And it's a 1st down for
1st
Houston.
and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. This one complete to Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Give to Marks from the gun. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down for Houston.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Once again, it's Marks. Room to run at the 35. And he'll be taken down. He is having his way. Another big gain. This time 18 yards and a first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Stroud. This one is caught by Kirk. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And that will lead to a second down.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Second down, Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for a
11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Steeler first down.
43-yard line.
Throwing, Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, Gainwell. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example of
nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's no...
And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers have taken the lead by a point here in the third.
Steelers 10, Texans 9. Chris
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Schultz, the motion man. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Kirk is the motion man. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Stroud. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
41-yard line.
Stroud. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one is caught by Collins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a 1st down for Houston.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
On second down, Stroud. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
They need one right now. Third and long. To throw, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the third and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Will set up the screen to Gainwell. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
That's out wide to Warren. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They come to the line for this one. Third down, needing 3. Again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Warren. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 50. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
At the 11-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
The 7-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here comes 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
It's a gain of 4.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That one taken in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown Steelers. Spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Texans offense and their running back, Woody Marks, heading back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This is 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Got his man, it's Kurtz. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down for Houston.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You can see the relief on his face. He gets up and he goes, you know, I got away with one there. I was a little loose with the ball, and fortunately for the ball carrier, he was close enough to the sideline that he gets a friendly bounce. You're not always going to be that lucky. You have to protect the ball at all costs, and it's a little easier to learn that lesson when you get back in the huddle, and fortunately for you, it's still your ball.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Alex Highsmith in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the 3 rivers in Pittsburgh.